Hey my friends, Scott Grove here with you again for lesson number 2 in our mandolin series. Today the main thing is I'm going to teach you an extra chord today, and the thing is it's going to be the toughest chord you're ever going to learn. You're going to hate me for teaching you this chord, but the thing is it is such a must-have that you have to learn it. No matter what instrument it is, nobody wants to learn the F chord. Okay, you're not supposed to say the F word, and you don't want to learn the F chord. It is honestly that difficult. Why would I do that to you? Again, you have to have it, and I'm going to teach you a way to get around the hard part and fudge it. I would never ask you to fudge a chord, but if it means you getting around it and getting to play some more songs, fine, but don't fudge it for life and don't fudge it for long, because it really, really, really needs to be unfudged, okay? And again, if I wanted to, I could have never even mentioned the fudge or the little cheat thing on here. But I really, really want you to, and you really, really need to learn it the correct way. So, like I said before, we're going to have to go through the painful part of hearing me sing so you understand how the last 3 chords go together and why I had you write them down. Still got them? The way I did. I'm going to sing a song that is not supposed to be in the key that it's in, but to show you that you can adjust your singing and play in one key only for the rest of your life and just have to change your voice on every single song to fit. And then I will do another little vocal example in the new song that the F chord will allow us to play, along with 2 of the 3 chords that we learned on yesterday's lesson. Okay, so here's the key of G, the G chord. Play with me, make sure you're in tune. If you're not tuned, I'm not going to do each little string at the same time or separately for you. Okay, should sound good to you. If it doesn't, go tune. All right, catch you in the lesson. Okay, thanks for hanging out and continuing to learn here on lesson number 2. The 3 chords that I taught you on the last lesson were G, C, and D. And back to G. And I showed you how to write them down with a G and a C and a G and a D and back to G. Okay, this is going to follow that. With this particular song, it's going to hang around on the G a little longer by 1 bar, which means a count of 4. Longer than what I had told you, just because that's the way this song does. Little Merle Haggard called Big City. I hope it doesn't get flagged. But you'll see via really close-up shots just the 3 chords. The song is not in the key of G, it's in the key of E, so I have to sing higher to make this work. But you'll get the idea now of how this all kind of plays out. So if you recognize the G, if you recognize the C, and you recognize the D, you'll get it, okay? Well, I'm tired of this dirty old city, and I'm tired of too much work and never enough play. Tired of these dirty old sidewalks. I think I'll walk off my steady job today. So turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. And give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. The big city turned me loose and set me free. Okay, sorry for the horrible voice, but hey, it gets us by. And I was playing the strumming. Okay. If you want that real quick, which we will need, let's go ahead and get that. So that's going down on the G string, up, down, up. Okay, so you're going down, and most of it happens to be hitting the higher strings, the higher pitched strings, not higher up this way. Okay. So we actually hit the lower note first, okay? And then again, up, down, up. And if your pick is too thin, you're going to notice it bending underneath and doing not good things. It's like you're playing with paper. Not a good thing. It needs to have some heft to it. Okay. A real quick thing that is awesome that you would really need to learn, and so I'm going to teach it to you, is now what's called a G7. And this is the only seventh I will teach you for now. But it's really, 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 really a beautiful thing. Our G note up here on the high E string, we can bring it back 2 frets to the first fret. Okay, so it ends up looking like this. We were here, now. When we hear that, we know it's getting ready to switch to a C chord. That is just how people let other people in a band or whatever, or in a 2-piece thing where you're just playing with somebody else, you let them know that that C chord's coming when you play the G7th. Okay? So it's like... Okay, so you really need to arch that middle finger, make sure we can hear it. And the C. So, I'm tired of this dirty old city. Okay, and now without me caterwauling. Okay. So when we do a 7th chord on the first chord of a song, a lot of the time that is going to happen, okay, quite a bit. And on the 3rd chord of a song, it's going to happen a lot, okay. So it just takes the note, the name of the note. So, you know, like your D chord, it would actually take the D note and it would have to go flat or down 2 notes down to a C note in order to make a D7. Okay, so that's how that works. So now the new chord, the F. Okay, the cheating way. We have learned that G goes like this, and that C just takes everything and goes up one string. F, the cheating way, is just going up another set of strings. But you cannot hit the high E string. You can only hit the first 3 sets of strings, okay? See, I'm hitting those notes. It's hard to... And you can tell that it's empty sounding. It doesn't sound big and rich and full. Than the cheating version, where we just went up 2 more. That's the cheating version. It can get you by, but it sounds horrible compared to what's going on, or what should be going on. What should be going on is what we did a second ago and put our first finger on the first fret up here on this high E string. And then yes, those do go up here. Okay, so G, C, F, okay, again, that's going to be the hardest chord you're going to learn ever. Why? It just simply hurts more to put a finger on the first fret. It just kind of does, okay? I know I just showed you the G and the G7. It just doesn't hurt as much as it does when you have 2 fingers way up here and then you're trying to get contorted by bending your body around to do that. Okay? So, now we have to put 3 chords together that will actually make sense. We're going to be in the key of C. Okay? So in the key of C, we're going to start songs in the key with C. We're not going to start with a G anymore because we're not in the key of G. So we're going to be doing C, to F, back to C, to G, back to C, to F, back to C, to G, to C. Okay, so if you wrote that down, bless you. Okay, because it needs to be written down. That's the way it's generally going to happen. If you are not turned on to Rockstar Beverages, no, this is not sponsored by them, but anyway, what a boost. I didn't have my coffee today, so we're having Rockstar energy drink. Okay, the song I'm going to do over top of this is David Allan Coe, the perfect country western song, You Never Call Me By My Name. Look for the chords. Okay, I'm actually going to go C to G to C, then up to the F. Back to the C. Okay, so like that. Pardon my little faux pas there. But you can watch and see which chords are what. So it's like, it was all I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. so the strumming and everything was the same. Okay? So that's how that goes. A whole bunch of other songs will use those 3 chords. Maybe slightly different, maybe exactly how I showed you the first time and had you write them down. That one was just slightly different, but uses the same 3 chords. No other chords, just those 3. Okay? Now we have time to do a little thing called chopping. Okay, and that is a strumming technique. Okay, we have under our belts the that kind of a thing, and we have, which is another strumming technique, chopping. This here is generally used for faster songs. Okay, and that is and it might even be choppier. Okay, just a real, so you hit the low note and then you just chop the note off. You play it, and they're all downstrokes. Now, when would you use that? It's when the rest of the band, or what have you, duo, trio, is nice and full. You have a guitar player, he's playing, and banjo player's going crazy too, and everybody's jamming. You are adding basically a percussion sound, almost a drum thing, along with what you're doing. So good. And it's a very, very, very important technique. So don't take that one lightly. Okay? Again, very, very, very important. Work on your chopping. Watch other videos on mandolin chopping here on YouTube, and see how other people do it. Very important technique. Am I going to tell you not to watch other people? No. Watch as much stuff that is useful. Some people teach badly, but they may have important things for you to learn as well. Okay? So absorb this, learn to play the F, learn to play it correctly, please, please, please. Like I said, tomorrow, all that stuff. Why? Because we need to have some fun. Okay? Should we be going there? No, not yet. But all work and no play. You know how that goes. So we're going to play. So catch you then. All right. Stay groovy. I always am. And catch you soon.